Howdy folks, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. We're on the menu again. This is probably going to be a common occurrence. So, I got another thing in my folder from, again, I assume mONIKA. So, let's take a look at that. Boink. Let's open it up. Here's the thing. It's just this one. It was from the ending of recording yesterday. Actually, partway through, I believe. So let's open it up and read it. There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, and elitism. Self-doubt. All thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find. Into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them down their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Yeah, that's... The reason I'm not so upset by this is because I read it last night. I sort of looked after the episode to see what was new, and that was there. So that's what I'm going to do at the end of every episode now, is I'm going to, let me just do that. I'm going to look into the folder for you guys and see what's new. So let's get right back into it where we left off, in the silence. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Yeah, sure. That sounds like a great, grand old time. Let's have fun sharing poems. Let's do that. I get the feeling that not only should I show Natsuki last, but I should show mONIKA first. And I don't know why. I don't know why I get this feeling. I just do. I should start with mONIKA. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Keywii. Having a good time so far? No. Not at all. Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. How about we have, fun outside of this space? Let's go somewhere. Let's go to a restaurant or a cafe or somewhere cheaper. And go to a park and just enjoy the atmosphere. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Not really, no. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Oh, don't worry, Keywii. We're all a little embarrassed today, Yeah. But it's sort of a burial that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand mONIKA my poem. She frowns, disappointed in me. I like it, Keywii. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know. I get the impression it's mONIKA. I honestly have no idea. It could be one of the other ones, but it's all this shit strikes me as her. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So don't worry. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. That thing I established minutes ago. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house. She's in a fussy mood pretty often. Yeah, this is all new information that I'm pretty sure you're making up. But sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. Oh, hang on, I got some spit on the screen. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, Sure. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side of the dark conversation I started. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, it's not very good. Alright. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, That's... Fourth wall! Fourth wall! Fourth wall! But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, yeah, that's her seeing me and not understanding. I think she doesn't understand what's going on, but based on evidence, I guess the thing in the folder said, "Can you hear me?" So, yeah, no, that's absolutely she. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking so far. She, for one reason or another, decided, hey, what the hell is going on? Breaking the fourth wall, and she sees me, person, and going on, and like, she thinks I'm not looking at her. She starts talking. I don't react. And then she's like, what the hell's going on? Oh no. And then, you know, she's messing with my files on my new gaming PC. Please cut that out. I don't want to lose this. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I think it's a call for help. Or cry for help, whatever it's called. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. It is. A lot of poems been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be pretty powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Yeah, this is all information I had last time I played through this, and I didn't realize. It's been influenced my poems a bit. And also my ability to hack computers. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's MONIKA's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, we already know this part. Just force yourself something on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is like this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. Move your hand, go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. There you go. Who should I show my poem to next? I'm going to go with Yuri. Alright, dark tunes. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. That's fine, don't force yourself. It's not... I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? I'm gonna go with yes on this one. Why do you ask? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No, that's not what I meant at all. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that, if there were a specific what? It's just that there are... I didn't get to read it. Okay. Let's see here. It's just that, there are specific writing habits that are usually typical in new writers. Okay. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try and make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammer is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together, and it's probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. That's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if this is a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't she supposed to be a literature club? A ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by a sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I flicken back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? Are you fucking high? I wasn't thinking of that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I was rushing through it. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you think that. You like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Keywii. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences through their work. They always do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject matter of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, by the way, I'm just rushing through this because this is all stuff that was in earlier in the game. There's nothing new over this specific section. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, last person. This is where things might be a little different. Who should I show my poem to next? Probably the only person. Hi, Natsuki. Okay, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like MONIKA said. Exclamation point. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem to make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Irk! Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki really must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that you like my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because MONIKA will make me if I don't. I'm preparing for terribleness. Oh no, this is the same as last time. Okay. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? When is the terribleness happening? I'm fucking on edge here. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Boom. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for the rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Was nothing supposed to happen? Damn it, game! Why you do this? Phew, I said out loud. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. It was a little more stressful. Alright. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, mONIKA is writing something in her notebook. It changes the world around her. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you had to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Oh yeah, this is the argument. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Humph. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. mONIKA liked it, and Keywii did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't take critique. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Keywii liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki... Okay, saving game. Let's do that. Not that it matters. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, okay, it was just silence before the thing. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Keywii appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You know, there's other ways to be full of yourself. Exclamation point. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Keywii started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! They both yelled. Taking out your own insecurities and others like that. Alright! Why? Look who's talking. Alright. Edgy? I'm too scared to read right now. See? Oh, it's gonna... Alright. Natsuki, what is happening? Those people learn to get over themselves until they graduate middle school, you know. Not to prove anything, stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? What the fuck is happening? You just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Keywii hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Keywii, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Alright! What the fuck? I can't save. Why? I am standing so far from my desk right now. I don't like any of this. You, I guess. Alright. Not allowed to do that. Why is this happening? Why? Alright, well. Hi, MONIKA. Hey, Keywii. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. Let me save and run away as fast as possible. Alright. Yes, let's go. Before we call it an episode, as I am a little over time, let's take a look at my folder. There seems to be nothing new. It might happen after I quit. So let me do that. I saved. Let's quit. And nothing is new. Alright, quit the game. Yes, I'd love to quit the game. Nothing new happened. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Keywii, you've been great too, and you have yourself a delightful day. Please be safe. Dear God. Goodbye!